From the mud we rise, can't stop the climb. Reaching for the top, it's our time to shine.
Yeah. You know, in this video, we are going to dissect the superpower of the flea. A flea is somebody that fled from their country. Now they are fleeing from ICE faster than a flea jumping off of a dog when you put them in the bathtub.
For the love,
Yeah.
like sisters and brothers.
Do not forget to hit that thumbs up. I am Raw.
I am not going back to Mexico. Fuck all that. Wait, hold up. Did the officer hit that car? His leg got clipped by that sedan. Hold up. All right, no, he grabbed the hood, tried to jump over it. Uh-oh, my dude is gone. Looking like a Mexican Elvis Presley. They said car. I ain't mad at you. Run. Run for two. Freedom. Vámonos. Andale. Y'all ain't gonna catch him.
In the deep dive tonight, new video obtained by 7 News shows some of the arrests that were made during a massive 2-week ICE operation across Virginia and Maryland.
More than 1,300 illegal.
They just running. It must be really nerve-wracking to have to go back to their countries. I wonder why. Is it because there's no FBAs there to help with the laws and equitable in treatment of said laws? Let's keep going.
Immigrants were taken into custody. But tonight, we're looking beyond the arrest at how this operation and the debate over local cooperation could shape immigration enforcement going forward.
7 News reporter Cassie Sherm looks at how this sweep could help shape the next generation and the next chapter, of immigration enforcement policy all across our region.
Was that a Freudian slip? Is he from this country? The next generation, meaning my cousins that are coming over the border.
That's right. So ICE agents made 100 arrests a day for 2 weeks straight.
Damn.
Across the Maryland, Virginia area. Now we have an inside look at behind the scenes through those videos that could also help shape policy in the coming days. A chase through the street, agents closing in, then handcuffs.
Is that the same dude from the first video? No?
New video obtained by 7 News shows arrests.
He just fell down.
Operation Safe Community. DHS says ICE arrested 1,300 people across Virginia and Maryland. Almost 400 had either been convicted or charged with crimes in the United States. Among those highlighted were a man wanted on a Richmond murder warrant, 2 alleged MS-13 members.
They all look like they ain't no good.
And people convicted of kidnapping, sexual battery, robbery, and drunk driving.
It's a significant undertaking.
I mean, they could have let that drunk driving go, but the law is the law.
To be able to pull something like that off, there's not just in terms of manpower, but also logistics.
Doug Gilmore, a former DHS and HSI official, says a lot of time goes into these operations.
Not only to locate the people, but to kind of establish a pattern of life and to figure out where they can best interdict or where they can best find those individuals.
But how ICE carries out those arrests is also part of a long-running fight over local cooperation. DHS says agents made the arrests despite what it calls sanctuary policies. The agency has also criticized jurisdictions in our region, including Fairfax and Montgomery counties. All
right, how did he get back in the woods? Fairfax is the DMV area for those that are not familiar. We're going to keep going, but this is getting very concerning at how fast these people really are. They just running, just scampering, scurrying, fleeing. They fled their country. Now they want to flee the scene. Let's keep going.
Limits on cooperation with ICE.
When you don't have that cooperation, unfortunately, it makes
There go-
the job of
Yep, I mean, he was just that was kind of a light jog.
For local cooperation, DHS says agents made the arrest despite what it calls sanctuary.
It's hard to run in a stairwell unless you're willing to jump over the side. You got to be willing to do what you got to do.
Policies. The agency has also criticized jurisdictions in our region, including.
I think he was just like taking a leak or something. Put that Uber bike down for a minute.
Facts in Montgomery counties over limits on cooperation with ICE.
when you don't have
Uh-oh.
that cooperation,
Uh-oh.
unfortunately, it makes
He had that full stride. He might really have some shit going on with them warrants. Had about a half a brick of that yay. Damn.
the job of our agents and our partners that much more difficult. And I think ultimately it puts the public at greater risk.
The sheer number of arrests is also drawing scrutiny. Maryland Governor Wes Moore says he supports removing violent offenders, but is questioning who else was swept up in the broader operation and how.
Wait, isn't Westmore a tether himself? Is he in this country legally? Should he be the governor?
And that question could become one of the biggest policy issues.
That's him there. Yeah, he has some. Oh, let's. We gotta see the face. That face is important. Yeah. Oh yeah. He has something serious going on. He's like, God damn it! I hope they don't know about that gun that I threw out in the woods while I was running. What about that woman that I violated that was jogging on the trail back in 1992? Oh fuck! My shoes are laced with cocaine. I forgot. God damn it, man.
Sort of taken center stage in our immigration debates and our immigration conversations. And I think that how, where, and who ICE is carrying out enforcement operations is a huge part of the policy conversation right now.
Now, DHS has not released the 900 names of people who were arrested but not had original charges here in the U.S. And so we're going to be following that very closely. Reporting here in Arlington, I'm Cassie.
Okay. So Northern Virginia is 900 people lighter than it was. That can only be a good thing.
7 News.
Cassie, thank you. Now, Operation Safe Community was ongoing when this tense encounter with ICE in Falls Church, Virginia went viral. It happened on August 10th. A Virginia woman says she was driving to an immigration lawyer's offices to hand out counseling business cards when she saw ICE agents making arrests. She says she yelled at them, and that's when the situation took a turn.
You're f***ed up.
Yeah, you recorded us. You almost ran us over.
I didn't almost
You
run you
almost
over.
ran us over.
All right, you saw the officer there pull out his gun and accuse the woman of trying to run them over, and DHS insisted and backed up those claims. However, the woman, she says she's innocent, and as a result, she was not arrested. Now, we reached out to DHS to see if these officers were in Falls Church that day for Operation Safe Community. They didn't directly answer, and instead they referred us to their press release on the major bust.
I mean, you're riding by Talking Head. They got the gun, you don't. Why don't you work hard and pull yourselves up by your bootstraps? Then you won't have to run from ICE. Use that $1.50 in your pocket that you came here with and show us how lazy you are not. You are the preferred minority, the people of color that call yourselves white. I'm sorry, why? So why is this a problem? These are your why people, since you're of Española descent. I mean, they don't recognize that you're one of their fellow white people. Oh, wait, that's right. ICE is one of y'all. Latino on Latino crime. Let's keep going.
That release, the agency said, quote, "Our officers are the best in the world at finding people who do not want to be located." That is exactly what we did throughout the course of this operation, removing these criminal alien offenders from Virginia and Maryland neighborhoods makes for much safer communities. Now, we're also learning that the Trump administration is working right now to revoke visas from potentially hundreds of thousands of asylum seekers. The new action targets people who entered the U.S. on short-term visas issued for things like tourism, business, and education.
That's about the only place they can go is under the bridge. Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. They don't ever want to feel how they felt that day when ICE was behind them and they was trying to run up out the way. Gonna keep going.
That's different from people who declare their intention to seek asylum upon entry. They are legally protected against deportation, but do not hold visas. Earlier this year, officials started asking visa applicants if they experienced or feared mistreatment in their home countries. They have to answer no before they can get
Raw says
Exclusive video of ICE agents breaking a woman's window. Viewer.
Are they breaking a window or are they hacking down a tree? Yo, they got super strength, flea, tether, auto glass. Where can I buy some?
Have sent us several videos over the last few days of ICE agents in their neighborhoods. ICE arrests are surging across the country. UC Berkeley is tracking all this. They reported nearly 50,000 people arrested by ICE in July alone. That is the highest single-month total during the second Trump administration. Florida and Texas accounted for nearly 20,000 of those arrests. Tonight, Gulf Coast News has team coverage of ICE operations in our community.
First, Chief Political Correspondent Dave Elias has an exclusive interview with two people who are documenting agents making dozens of arrests on our roads.
Yeah, ICE has been very active in this part of Palm Beach Boulevard this week. Today, I'm sitting down with two middle-aged white women who've made it their mission to track ICE. Some of the videos you're about to see could be disturbing. ICE agents seen breaking open the driver's side window of this woman's vehicle off of US 41 from two different angles before she is ripped out of the vehicle.
No, you can't be doing that.
They're absolutely.
No, they can be doing that. You can't be coming over to this country all across the border without no paperwork. If you didn't know, ICE is cold.
Terrified.
Jen and Glenda are ICE observers. They've asked us to shield their identity for safety reasons.
They don't even necessarily ask for your identification. They get out of the car. Snatch and grab, handcuffs.
They take pictures and videos of people being arrested and then send them to the ACLU for review.
We are there to document what's happening, not engage, not impede.
They've documented dozens of cases like these.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
ICE insisting Monday in a statement, quote, every day DHS is conducting law enforcement activities across the country to keep Americans safe. DHS does not discuss ongoing or future operations.
What do you say to people who are going to see this and say, some of these folks are criminals that are being arrested?
A lot of them do have papers. They are productive citizens. Most are not criminals.
Let me ask this. Why are you doing this? And are either of you being paid by anybody to follow ICE?
No, we're both volunteers. This is fully volunteer work.
ICE calls you agitators. Your reaction to that?
We are the most peaceful, respectful, calm, white middle-aged women you could.
I have a feeling they are spies for ICE. Can you really trust a white middle-aged woman? Unless they're fighting because they need some cheap garden lawn care. I think that's it.
Probably meat.
They've seen dozens of people taken away from their families, admitting that the scenes are taking an emotional toll.
We cry. We cry. I pray that it will. I think that it will because I can't go on like this.
Now, ICE has not
Wait, how y'all crying and y'all was laughing?
said how many people have been taken into custody locally. Covering the Gulf Coast in Lee County, Dave Elias, Gulf Coast News.
Oh, but they can be doing that. I mean, the nerve of these people gonna come over to my country and tell me what I can and can't be doing to enforce the law in my own country. Y'all can't be doing that. The arrogance. I guess they got spoiled by the Joe Biden administration. She's probably been here since Ronald Reagan. I mean, crazy. I mean, dang. They felt no fear of repercussions for years and years and years. And now, the time has come, the time of reckoning. They are running through the streets of America like they were running over the border in that old school Cheech and Chong movie. You know, Cheech and Chong's East LA starred Kamala Lopez as Dolores. So that's funny. A Hispanic named Kamala. Because we have Kamala Harris, an East Indian / Jamaican woman that calls herself black, also named Kamala. Wait a minute, hold on. We all know that Kamala Harris is fake to the mug. That smile, that chin, that complexion, that hair, it all kind of looks the same. Is this the same person? Has she been pulling the wool over our eyes the entire time? Is she actually a Latino pretending to be an Indian / Jamaican that claims that she's black? Yo, y'all, I think I might be onto something. I think I just might. How come you've never seen Kamala Harris and Kamala Lopez in the same room together? Wait a minute, hold on. If you were born in East LA, and Born in East LA is about people running over the border illegally, how many people in East LA today are not in the country legally that are Hollywood actors? Are these two people in the country legally? Cheech, or is that Chong? That's Cheech. And that chick right there. I mean, wouldn't it be funny if ICE showed up to the Oscars and just started arresting motherfuckers? I mean, would you feel any sympathy? I would not. These are the same people that tell us that we should not get reparations. The same people that bring their anti-black ways from their damn Latino cultures. And Indian, if you're Kamala. They say black and brown. They don't look brown to me. In their minds, they are white. I mean, since the 1980s, I remember seeing this movie late night on HBO when I was a kid. Since the 80s, they have presented the illegal alien as some type of a human right to cross into the country illegally. No, the United States of America did not belong to the Mexicans. Y'all gave it up fair and square when you sold it for pennies on the dollar. Now you want that money back. No, you're the one that got hosed in the deal because you signed a bad deal. Notice us foundational black Americans have never signed a damn thing. No, this is our country and we are now laying claim to it as the foundation of America.
Now to a Navy sailor aboard the USS Lincoln saying that his father was arrested by ICE as the ship makes its home after a long deployment in the Middle East. Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas is in Washington with the latest on that. Good morning, Pierre.
George, good morning. A sailor who is on the USS Lincoln, which is making its way back home after a nearly 9-month deployment in the Middle East, is making headlines. Joshua Alvarez posting on Facebook, "I just got a call that my dad was taken by ICE." He continued, "I don't know how I can mentally continue working 12-plus hour days knowing that my dad is somewhere, possibly being treated like a criminal." When we reached...
Well, your dad is a criminal if he came into the country undocumented. And you better be glad that that birthright citizenship thing did not pass yet.
Out to Homeland Security officials, they gave a blunt statement saying, quote, "Having a family member in the military is not a free pass to violate our nation's laws." But Alvarez said
that wasn't nothing but the facts.
His father had a work permit and, quote, had done everything through immigration to get his green card approved. DHS officials say that Alvarez's father is in the country illegally from Nicaragua. They say he was arrested during a traffic stop in Key West, Florida 3 days ago. DHS says he will, quote, remain in ICE custody pending removal.
Damn, they ain't playing. They said, we don't care about that camouflage uniform. You lucky that you got it on. Your father ain't coming back, so you might as well get stationed down to where he at. I mean, that's like me going up into his little room on his Navy boat and being like, you know what? I've been here for 20 minutes, so this is my room now. I'm part of the U.S. Navy. Did you go through boot camp, sir? No. I mean, come on. How many more sob stories do we need?
But in this case is something we're seeing more of. ABC News is finding evidence that DHS is increasingly arresting and deporting undocumented workers with family ties to the military, to include spouses, George.
Right, and just yesterday we heard of the wife of an Army sergeant being deported to Honduras.
Yes, and the sergeant told us he was seeking citizenship for his wife, hoping his service would expedite her naturalization process. Instead, George, she's being deported.
Y'all ain't supposed to be here. You know, as an American citizen, I hope for the best for all people that are undocumented. You know what? No, I don't. Y'all so racist anyway. I mean, we tried to tell you, but y'all told us ain't no such thing as racism. Black people are lazy. We work hard. Amigo. So get the fuck about the country. Nobody cares.
You all let me know what you think. Leave your comments in the box.
FBA all day, we're making waves, progressing our hearts in love, we paved them. Electing dreams, yeah, we got the code. Shining bright together, watch our story unfold. FBA for the love, we're all like sisters and brothers.